My name is Stephen Akintayo. I'm Africa's most sought after investment coach, and I'm super excited to have you here. Akam, good to see you. I hope you can hear me now. Thank you all of you for joining, and I appreciate you. And today we're going to be looking at a very important topic, how to become a successful millionaire investor. Now, a lot of people want to become an investor, make money from investment. They don't want to lose money, but we don't know the way how. No formal training. And one of the things I've known over the years is called assumption, is the mother of frustration. When you do not have proper training in a subject matter, then you live your life based on assumption. And if you run your business, run your finances just on assumption, you will definitely live a frustrated life. You have a life where you're frustrated most of the time. Many of the things you're trying to do because you don't know the way to the next step. So I want to encourage everyone watching this that you want to take this topic very seriously. You want to, at this point, start inviting your friends, your loved ones, your brothers, your sisters, your uncle, your in-laws, okay? Because these are the investment lessons they need to learn. I remember a young man, not really a young man, I was sharing with him about investments. Oh, how I wish my wife is here. I keep telling her, she won't listen to me, that we need to become investors. We don't need to eat with our 5 fingers. We need to play smart. I wish my wife is here, he kept saying. I've also met people, I know a couple in Dubai, amazing woman. She convinced her husband, we need to move to a 1-room apartment, okay? We need to start saving, we need to start making good investments. We need to start making right decisions. I remember the day I visited them, the husband said, I was angry with my wife that we had to move here. But right now, I can see the wisdom in what she said. And I just felt she made the right decision, convincing me that we should move to this apartment. Okay, so when you are learning things like this, don't learn alone, because if you do, you will have changed your life, your perception will change, your mindset will change, but people around you will take you back to the gutters because you did not invest in changing their mindset. How many of you have heard people, have met people who scorned your wisdom? You knew you were right, you knew what you were saying is true, and that you are the one saying the most sensible thing, but they were scorning you. Literally, they made you look foolish, even though you are the right person. Have you met people like that? Type 1, if you have had such experience. And that's what happens when you continue to hang out with foolish people, when you continue to hang out with people who are ignorant, with people who are not smart, people who are not educated. When I mean education, I don't mean they didn't go to school, but they are financial illiterate, okay? They are financial illiterates. They don't know jack about investment. What's an investment? Why should you make a right investment decision in your life? Okay, they don't know all these things. So you know the right thing, but they are frustrating you. Why are they frustrating you? Because you are not teaching them the right things to do. You are not telling them what they should do. You are not also encouraging them to be part of the kind of good information you're hearing. I really, really, really love you guys to please share this video and get your friends here. Again, tell me your name before I go into the conversation today. Tell me your name. Tell me the city you're watching me from. Your name and the city that you're watching this whole broadcast from. Your name and your city. Your name and your city. Very, very important. I really love to know your name and your city. And please share this again and again. Okay, so let's go into the conversation. I'm going to be sharing with you tonight, like I said, a couple of tips. I probably will share with you, let me see how many tips I have here in my notes. 7 tips. 7, yes, I'm going to share with you 7. Okay. 7 ways to become a millionaire investor. Okay, 7 ways to become a millionaire investor. And this is very powerful. This is very important. This is something, if you get it right, you're on your way to amazing success. And I always share this again and again that a lot of times what our problem is ignorance. Somebody said there's no mountain anywhere in the world. Every man's mountain is his ignorance. It is what you don't know that is limiting you. Please, as you're joining me, tell me your name and the city you're joining me from. Your name and your city. Again, your name and your city. I have Francis from Ghana, Accra, Ghana. Francis, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. And this is beautiful. This is beautiful. This is amazing. And I have the books here. This is good. Francis from Ghana. Thank you for joining. Who else is joining me tonight? Your name and the city you're joining me from. I always like to know those are educated, okay, because it's just good for us to familiarize ourselves and know each other very well. Can you guys share? Okay, so number 1, strategy or ways to become a millionaire investor is to engage the stock market. And right now, there are a lot of good trainings that will help you to understand the stock market very well. I have Barnabas from Abuja. Good to have you here. There are a lot of trainings. Some of them involve trading currencies. Some of them involve trading shares of companies and all that. But there are now softwares and tools that you can learn, courses and programs that you can apply and learn on stock market. But you need to take it serious. Forex and stock market is a way you can begin to make extra income. And how do you get to start in this kind of concept? You first of all start by saving, building a strong saving culture where you don't eat all your salaries. You make sure you don't eat all your salaries. Okay? Yeah, Francis says, I'm doing great listening to you. You're welcome. Make sure you don't eat all your salaries. Save and save and save. And as you're saving, begin to buy stocks, begin to buy shares. And learn it. Please let me give you a warning. I have Pius from South Africa. Thank you for joining. Let me note this and say this very important. Do not do any of the investment strategies I'm teaching you today without training. There's no mountain anywhere in the world. Every man's mountain is ignorance. You need financial education. What we discuss here time to time are just, baby steps. Simple concepts, strategies, they are advice, they are, basics. They are not deeper stuff. And I advise you, before you begin to invest huge money into anything, get counsel. I remember a foolish young man. There are 2 people I will share this story with. One was smart, the other was foolish. One, I went to their church and I taught on this concept, and he bought my videos and my materials, studied them for 3 months. I did his own personal research. And he invested $1,000 US. You will not believe it. In 7 months, he turned $1,000 US to $100,000 US. You heard me right. In 7 months, he did that. Then I now had another foolish guy who did not even do any course. He did not do any training. He went to invest $30,000 US without training. He lost more than half of it in 2 months. Please make sure that whatever strategies I'm giving you today, don't just say, oh, I know it. Mr. Steven has taught me. Now I'm just going to buy stocks. I'm just going to buy shares. Now I'm going to just go and do this. No. Dig deeper. Get more resources, get more materials, and get wise counsel. Number 1 strategy to become a millionaire investor by the end of this year, start buying stocks, start buying shares. Now, a couple of things you need to do. You can do the Fortune 500 companies. These are also some of the good strategy when it comes to buying shares. You can decide to say, I will not buy shares of any company except for the Fortune 500. Even if what I'm buying is micro, mini, micro shares. Even if I'm not able to buy one, if it's just quarter, make some of you can, it can be a decision to say, I'm only going to deal with the Fortune 500. Another concept is I'm going to buy the good companies that their shares are still very small, right? But I know that they have prospect, they have opportunity, these people will hit it. Okay, they will hit it. They may just be going through some tough times now, but I'm convinced they will hit it. And you can go for that and start buying them. Another thought strategy when buying stock, you can decide to buy stocks of companies that their shares just crashed, but you know they are solid. Okay, their shares just crashed, but you know they are solid. They are solid, but the share just crashed. Please share this video 20 times, 50 times. Do not just be greedy. Don't just watch me without sharing. Share this video. So you can also decide to buy stocks of companies that their shares just crashed. There was a time Apple shares, crashed heavily. Now you and I know that Apple is going nowhere. That's a good company. So you can have a strategy of buying shares of companies like that. That a big company doing very well, there's nothing really wrong with the company, but the shares just go down. Quickly buy it when it's down, and you know it will still come back up at some point, and you can make a good fortune for yourself. So that's one of the ways to become a millionaire investor. Number two way to become a millionaire investor is to invest big time in real estate. Now, today I'm sharing with you 7, hows and ways to become a millionaire investor by the end of this year. And I think you should take these conversations very seriously, very, very seriously. Many of what I'm teaching you today for free will soon stop being free. Even this one I'm teaching you will still go, being sold. So, but it will soon stop being free. And I think it's very, very important that you take all these words seriously, very, very seriously, so that you can make the right decisions. You don't make any mistakes. And so number 2 is invest in real estate. Now I'm going to share with you also some ideas when it comes to investing in real estate. Because let me say this categorically. Common sense is one of the things you should stop taking advantage of this year. Okay? Start taking advantage of uncommon sense, some unique ideas, some crazy ideas. Anything just normal may not make much sense. Okay? Begin to get unusual advice, unusual counsel. Of course, such counsel will cost you money and all that. But please and please, ladies and gentlemen, this is a year to say to yourself, and this is how you know a common sense. And these are the kind of common sense I'm saying you shouldn't take, so that you won't just, misquote me. The kind of common sense you should not take, is the common sense from people who do not have the result in what they're asking you to do. And I don't know whether you have had such experience before. I have had it. Okay, I don't know who's calling me. The person should please stop. I'm doing a training, please. Just but let me go back to what I'm teaching. You need to understand that common sense, okay, particularly, I don't know why some people just like calling people on Facebook Live. I don't know why they like that concept. The fact that, and this is a rude culture, some of us do, right? The fact that you check Facebook and it showed you that somebody's live does not mean you should call him or her. Okay, book an appointment and say, can I call you on Facebook? It's just the best way. Respect people's privacy, right? Particularly if they are business people, because they are usually busy. Thank you, Mr. Shegun, Father Hero, for writing these things out for us. Thank you. God bless you. Please tell me your name and where you're watching us from. If you're just joining us, and share this video as many times as possible. So number two, invest in real estate. Take real estate investment seriously. And there are a couple of ways to invest in real estate. Number one is you can buy real estate shares. Number two, you can practice real estate flipping. You can practice real estate flipping. Number three is that you can do real estate rental and mortgage. Mortgage or rental. You can buy a mortgage and then you rent it out and use the money, the profit you're making, because one of the things you want to do is that what they are paying for the rent, you are using it to pay for the mortgage. And if you're able to successfully manage the rent process, again, like I said, there are a lot of more technicalities to what I'm teaching you. Okay, these are just like, just like a short description of some of these things require more advanced training. So when we say real estate rental, you need to understand the importance of renting the properties well, who will rent it out, who will manage it for you and all of that. Or you can get a mortgage and then practice real estate rental on your mortgage. You get the mortgage, you rent it out. But there are some of technicalities around it, like one of the technicalities, do not get a mortgage in the village, in the countryside, get a mortgage in the city center, okay, where people who work in some of these companies that are in the city center will need an apartment close to their place of work, and then they will rent you. That kind of property, you will not lack people to rent it. A lot of us, when we want to do mortgage, you go to, you go to the countryside and you then do your mortgage because you get cheaper houses there and bigger houses. But that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about profitability. I'd rather get a one-room apartment mortgage and then rent it out in a place where I know I can, the mortgage I'm paying on that property may be £2,000 monthly, and I'm renting it out for £3,000 or $3,000. And then I'm able to make a profit of $1,000. So in that case, I'll quickly pay for the house. Then it becomes my house. Once it's my house, I can then live in it. Or I can continue to, keep renting it out and making profit. I have a pastor friend of mine that did this. He's based in US, but he did it in he's based in UK, but he did it in US. He goes for auction in the US and lent it from a friend. They'll buy these properties at auction price, repair it. So you get this property for maybe $70,000, put in another $40,000 to renovate it, then he rent it out. So he got 4 of it, and then he got 1 for himself. So the one he got for himself is like a palace. I'm not kidding you. His children are studying in the US, and that's also where they stay when they're on vacation. Even him, that's where he goes on vacation and all of that. Now the internet is on, the light is on, everything is on. He lives like a king. And guess how he's able to do this? The rent he's getting from the other 4 apartments is what he's using to pay everything on these other ones. Okay, and so no stress, and he's even making extra profit. These are smart ways to do real estate investment. However, I'm also going to introduce you briefly today on the one we are introducing to you, which is land investment. You can also buy landed properties. Okay? And buy it and leave it for a while and sell it. You can do that. And that's also a fantastic model. We have several estates at the moment that is owned by our company and that you can invest in. Okay? And that's important. We have people who bought our land 2 years ago when it was 1 million. Today, the value of that same land is 6 million. Yes, I'm not kidding you. There are not 1 person, not 2 person, not 3 person. I'm going to show you a video of one of them. Okay, I'm going to show you a video right now of one of my clients. When he bought this land, he paid 1 million for this land.
What's up to all the students?
Okay, this is, how many of you know this guy? It's called Damon John. How many of you know Damon John? He's one of my mentors. I celebrate him because one of the rules of investment that I always tell people is this. always celebrate people who are ahead of you. Okay? Unfortunately, many of us, rather than celebrate those who are ahead of us, we complain. We look at their weaknesses, we look at what they are not doing right, and we fail to realize that we have not gotten near them. We have not even done what they have done. We've never run business as big as their own. And so there are some things we may not understand. Okay? They may not have a perfect system, but we ourselves have not run one business before. So when we just begin to castigate people ahead of us, it doesn't make sense. He's one of those I respect so much. I flew all the way from Nigeria to go and meet him in Florida. Okay? $6 billion. You heard me right. $6 billion in transaction, one man. $6 billion in transaction. How many of you think that's somebody you should listen to? Come on, guys, talk to me. How many of you feel somebody who has done $6 billion in transaction is somebody you should listen to? If you think you should agree with me, type I agree with you. Somebody who has done $6 billion in transaction, for me, that's somebody you should listen to. Okay, so and he was generous enough to do a video to say, hey, he likes my person. We just connected, and he just loved me instantly. And say, hey, I like Steven. I should listen to him. But I want to play a video for you guys. What is that you are seeing?
I cannot even say, because I'm very happy that I see the land. And the land is a very nice place. It's a free land, not that the land is for acquisition or something like that. It's free land, and it's a very nice place. So I'm really happy that I can see the land based like this. Thank you so much.
Good. So we really appreciate you, man. And we are glad to have you here. And I'm sure, because before now, we have some people that used to say that, oh, not all real estate companies, not all of them are real.
This one is real.
Good. So I'm sure people are sitting down that when they say this is real. So mommy, you are here to represent who?
Mr. Errors.
Yeah. Good. So they are welcome. And so right now we are going to move to the allocation for you to see how we do the allocation process. Our surveyor is already doing the map out, so we are going to hand over the land to the real owner. So that is the newest land.
Okay, this is a short video that they did. Now, what I want to say here is that this person they just showed you when he bought it, because his in-law was the one that came to because he's based in Dubai. When he bought this land, he paid, I think, 1.5 million or so. Right now, this land in 2 years is going for 6 million. It's called Prime Rose. 6 million naira right now. That's the value of that land right now. 6 million naira. You won't believe it. And it's important. It's called land flipping. You buy a land when it's cheap, when they've not fenced it, because once they fence it, the price will go up. Please share this video 20 times. Get people here, because what we're sharing with you is how you can be a millionaire real estate investor. You have to have new ideas and new strategy. Good to have you, Femi Adekoya. How are you today? Please tell me your name and your city as you're joining me, your name and your city. Okay, and share this video as many times. So this particular guy, he's based in Dubai. I had to send his mother-in-law to come and take possession of the property for him. And he bought this land 2 years ago. When he was, and he paid, I think, 1.5 million. Now he's going for 6 million. He has made a profit of 4.5 million. There were some of his colleagues who even bought it when he was going for 1 million. Now he's going for 6 million. Imagine a huge profit that has been made. And this is massive. And I think this is very good. So that is one of the other ways you can make money from real estate. And what are we then saying that we want to do together? What are we suggesting that we do together? We're saying that, okay, and this is our recommendation, is to say, hey, we can together share profit. You can be what we call a joint venture partner with us. What does that mean? What it means is that you can invest with us right now, And that's what we're saying here. You can invest with us right now, where you give us some of your investment money, we use it to build these places, and in 3 years' time, we share profit together.
What's up to all the students in Stephen Akintayo's class? I just want to say, let him keep coaching you. Hopefully putting you on the right track. I just met the man. I think he's amazing. What's up? There you go. All right, get focused.
So I have a question for you guys here. This is the man John. You may not have, some of you may not know me, but at least you know the founder of Fubu. Stephen Akintayo is an amazing guy, and he has something special to tell you. How many of you think you should listen to this guy and what he has to say and the recommendation he's making about me? How many of you think you should listen to him? Maybe I should play what he said again so that you can watch it again. What I'm saying here is that you may not know me, right? Which is normal. Everybody can know me. But how many of you think that if somebody at the caliber of Damien John is saying, there is a guy from Africa, it's Stephen Akintayo, I think he's an amazing guy. I think you should listen to him. How many of you think you should listen to me? Type 1.
What's up to all the students in Stephen Akintayo's class? I just want to say, let him keep coaching you. Hopefully putting you on the right track. I just met the man. I think he's amazing. What's up? There you go. All right, get focused.
So if you think I'm amazing, come on, talk to me, guys. Okay, if you think I'm amazing, talk to me. Okay, based on what Damon said. This is also the former deputy governor of Lagos State.
Apart from Mr. Akintayo for putting God first, the God that has brought you from the and all of us, even myself, I pray for myself. So once again, let me say congratulations, Mr. Akintayo and Mrs. Olabisi Akintayo. Don't rest on your hands. I know where you are going. Globally, you need to as well. And integrity, honesty, and credibility. And as you gather younger ones along with yours, so then it's not just and it was telling me sometime.
Okay, guys, so that's the former deputy governor of Lagos State. And I'm showing this not to brag, but some of you may not know me before. This may be your first time, but at least you may know some of these people. And I think that it's important to say that so that when you are hearing something, you think, what's going on here? I think that's critical. And there are more details about this. This is the estate, Prime Rose Estate. You can buy the land or you can do investment program. Also have Sapphire Estate. You can buy the land or you can do the investment program. Now, if you want to learn more, you can just visit the website you are seeing on the screen, www.gtexhomes.com/investment. We have a couple of slogans. So let me read some of these slogans to you guys. And I think these slogans are investment slogans that you shouldn't joke with. They are powerful slogans to life, really. One of the slogans says that, let me get some of them and read them to you, because when we are living our lives, we should make sure that we're conscious of strategies that can save tomorrow. A lot of times I've met people who have failed, and what they tell me that, Mr. Stephen, my mistake was that I thought things would continue to be sweet for the rest of my life. Invest today so that you can play tomorrow. Play today so that you pay tomorrow. Those who invest today will play tomorrow. Those who play today will have to pay tomorrow. Now, if you do not make money while you sleep, you work till you die. This was a quoted quote by Warren Buffett. At GTS Home, we help you to make money while you sleep. These are some of our statements. Okay, particularly this investment program is to help you to, just relax while we make something tangible. Let your money work for you. At GTS Home, we specialize in allowing you rest while your money do the work. I think it's very important. So visit www.gtshome.com/investment. You get a lot of stuff. We have FAQ We have, that will answer all your questions. This is how the form looks like. So in the brochure that will be sent to you, even the form is there. Okay, and you can fill the form and you're good to go. Okay. So these are some of the other opportunities available when it comes to real estate investment that you can do under number 2, strategies to become a millionaire realtor or millionaire investor this year. So let's go to number 3, strategy. We also have what we call peer-to-peer lending. Another place to invest your excess fund this year, is peer-to-peer lending. Lending, platform like Lending Club, a platform where you can lend to friends, lend to people. Now, note some of these things, and let me warn you, I'm not going to recommend any institutions that you should work with when it comes to this, except for those who are really my students. Such people, I can give you, strategies and places you can go to. But that's for those who are my students, and there are reasons why I do this. Okay, like I said to you, I've had people who just watch videos like this. They didn't join my coaching program, they didn't buy any material, they just immediately, went to put in huge money without counsel, without anything. And I don't think it's the right move. Before you make certain investment, you should get a coach, you should get a consultant, you should get people to give you advice so that you don't make mistake. It's very, very important. Because what you are just hearing on social media is just like an intro. It's not detailed enough for you to just work on. If you get enough coaching, you can join coaching program, you can join several things you can join. Okay, and I think this is very important. Okay, so peer-to-peer lending basically is that you can lend to somebody and then you agree together how much the person will give you in return, just similar to what we're even doing, and then you get your return. So sometimes there are some platforms that they are like neutral platform that coordinate the lending. You can get as much as 6% return. Some clubs are doing this. They are like a club where they coordinate that activity and they take a percentage. I'm not going to mention some names. I have some names, but I'm not going to mention them so that you don't quote me elsewhere as if like that told me to deal with this company and I lost money. I'm just telling you the ways, the strategy. If you want more, you can, of course, join some of my programs and courses and all of that. Number 4, okay, your career is also one of the ways you can build investment this year. Look for a way to earn extra income from your career, and I'm going to share how. If you are very successful, have a way of becoming a professional at your career this year. And when I mean a professional, become very certified in your role, in your career, to a point where you can write a book in your career. Some of you work in a place where you've been working for 13 years and you've not written a single book in that industry. Some of you in your industry, you have masters, you have PhD, you have several certification programs, and you don't even have a coaching program in your industry. So get to step up your career in such a way where you can get extra income in the same career. In such a way you can have a private coaching program in your career. Okay? For example, if I'm a nurse, there's some certification that I can have in this nursing that can allow me to start, coaching other nurses. That gives me license to be able to train other people. So in that way, I have a book, I have a coaching program, and I can start making more money than I'm even making from my salary. Build your career this year. Develop your career to become a real consultant and a coach in your area of career so that an extra income can start coming from that area. Number 5, your first side hustle is also very important. You can have a side hustle, right? A side hustle can be Lyft, can be Uber, can be Tax Rabbit, which is called freelancing. You can be a freelancer where you are offering services to people online on the internet and you're making extra income from that aside your full-time day job. Okay, you can have what we call a side hustle. This is one of the ways to become a millionaire this year, because you can't just continue the same way. One source of income is a crime. It's a big, big crime. Having just one source of income is a big, big crime. It doesn't even make any sense at all. Number 6, your health. A lot of people do not know that your health is wealth. They don't know at all. Health is wealth. Your health is money. Your health is your wealth. And your health is a lot. There's a lot you can make leveraging, taking your health seriously. Now, still a lot of people make mistakes here. That's in this particular area. You play with your health. You don't take your health seriously. You joke with it. It's wrong. You have to begin to take your health seriously this year. Okay? Because what you save by not falling sick, by not, having cancer, by not having one disease or the other, is a lot of money. And it's good enough to make good money from. I did an interview with a lady, who wanted to, pick up a role as an operational manager. And I noticed there was a plaster in her hand when she came. I said, "What's wrong with you?" She said, "I have anemia or something. I can't even remember." But she said it was a blood disease, not having enough blood. And I said, "What happened?" She said, "Well, she's been fasting. She's a member of the gym. And the fasting also affected, and most women have those problems. Like that, women will also battle with fibroid and all that. And so she lost her blood, and she had to be given blood and all of that. But I look at how much you have spent on, blood being put in our system and all manner, and how by buying enough ugu, ugu, if you know ugu type 1, I don't know if you know ugu, right? I don't know the English name, but you could buy that, drink it often with malt, it replenish your energy, do a lot of smoothie often, go for regular exercise, and little things like this that we take for granted every day that we can begin to do, and it just turn our lives around. And sometimes we just are not taking these things seriously, and it's a critical thing we need to take seriously. Take your life serious. Take your health serious. Take it serious. And do something serious about your life. And know that it's one life you have, not one life. If you don't take it seriously, you're going to lose in a big way. I encourage you, please take your life serious. Take it serious. Okay, take your health serious. Take your life serious. Take your health serious. It's one of the ways to make money, because what you spend on going to the doctors can be put into other use. Number 7, pay off your debts. Okay, a lot of us have debts, and almost everybody has debts. Now, some have personal debts, some have company debts, right? I don't have a personal debt. One of the things I do is I avoid personal debts. Company, yes. Business, business is about debt. You use what we call OPM or OPT, or you use both, other people's money and other people's time. But if you have personal debts, you need to let it go. And I need to teach you what personal debt means. So it doesn't mean that you call somebody and say you borrow money. Your credit card is a debt. Pay it off, and pay it off now. Pay off that credit card. Pay it off now. Because the interest that comes on it is just crazy. You're not just paying off your credit card. It's just insane, ladies and gentlemen. It's insane. These people, the bank just get richer and richer and richer. That car that you got, and then you say, "Oh, I'm using my credit." Go throw it away. Some people have 3 cars, and all the 3 cars are not making 1 naira for them. They're not using for Uber. They're not using for Lyft. Yet, it's all on credit. Who are you trying to impress? Sell 2 of, use 1 car. You and your wife manage 1. I've been driving the same car for the last 5 years. Get rid of debt. Get rid of it. Anything that can bring money this year, let it go. I got to know that even phone, some people are using phone on debt. If you buy a company car on debt, it's okay. Nobody is even complaining. That's normal. But it's insane for you to have some of these other things on there. It doesn't even make any sense, guys. Please and please, I'm begging you by the message of God, get rid of it. If you want to be a millionaire investor this year, and you want to make millions this year, get rid of that. Okay? Let me share some of the write-ups here. It says, finally, don't forget that your wealth is determined by your asset and your liability. So invest all you want, but don't forget how your debt may be dragging you down. It's very critical. So if you have high interest credit card or debit card, there you go. It's crucial to create a plan to squash those balances this year. Okay, and one of the strategies you can use is to do flexible payment, okay, to quickly get this thing off. Look at this now. Average credit card APR is over 17%, even if your balance are relatively small. That's a ton of interest you are paying. Okay, the good news is paying off debt is a smart way to get guaranteed returns on your what? On your money, no matter what the stock market is doing. And I think this is critical. So, guys, pay off your debt is the last thing I want to add. I'm going to add a bonus, okay, here, and I always add this, right? And I think it's a form of investment. It's probably the best form of investment that you need to. And I know once I start talking about this, many of you will stop watching this because you don't want the truth. A lot of people do not want the truth, and that's why they continue to fail. If you really will be a millionaire investor this year, you must invest in knowledge. Okay? You know, Abatesi said the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. You must upgrade your knowledge base. And I have materials that can help you in this area. The question is, are you interested or you're not interested? Or you just feel, oh, that's one thing. Get knowledge and your life will be better. One of my students, last year, January this year alone, she did 20 million. January this year alone. Right? And last year, she did about 3 of this type of transaction last year alone. This is not stories I know because I changed dollars for this person. So I know. This is the, how much are you seeing here? Can you see this? Okay, we have to block our name and all of these things for security reasons. Okay, there's even a video link that I've done here where this woman shared her story of how she did this. I'm even going to post the link here where you listen to her live. And this information in this book is what got her there. Though she went for the advance, she got the video, she even did the one-on-one coaching. But you can start with just the book. Even if you can't do the coaching, start somewhere. Okay, because all these concepts we do, and I see a lot of people who don't take action. They are procrastinators. And when you ask them, why have you not made this one? They say, I don't have money. I can't afford it. Start somewhere. How about buying just a book? Just a book. Right? They say the journey of a whatever starts with a step. Okay? Start with a step. But this concept where we procrastinate, what we can do today, we leave it there. We keep saying we don't have money. Start somewhere. If you have to start with just buying a book. A book, a book. If you can't invest, ladies and gentlemen, 25,000 naira to get a book, it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me. And yet, you say, I want to be rich. This year must not be like last year. But hey, any quality information anybody really has to give to you is going to cost you something because the person didn't get it for free. What I'm teaching you is not free. One of my own mentors charged $50,000 to teach you a mini importation. $50,000. Okay, I posted the link. It's a Facebook interview I did with this lady that made this money in January, and I did this interview with her in January. Okay, 20 million naira. Can you see credit? You can see it. So sometimes when we talk and it looks as if they are just these things are real. Okay, they are very, very real. There are people doing it. The question is, are you doing it? Also, this book, How to Earn 6-Figure from Digital Marketing, Understanding, Monetizing, and Consultancy in Digital Marketing. Powerful book. If you want to be a digital marketing consultant, you need this. You need to get this ASAP. Okay, our fastest way to make money online through affiliate marketing, powerful, powerful, powerful. I recommend this big time. Get this and get this and get this, and make sure you have this. Okay, it's very important that you get this, because I have not really like a protege, but like an acquaintance, Precious NG, who made, you know, $4 million last year from this business. And one of my former students, Leon, you can go and check Leon. Leon has even started making hundreds of thousands, launched a software, he made over $100,000 from it. So this, but you need this information. These are not things you know. Many of these things you have never even heard of them. Affiliate marketing, okay? You using software, you may not even have heard of it before. We also have this book called Business Mentorship. Okay, Business Mentorship by Stephen Akintayo. Powerful, powerful book. That will change your life forever, and you're just going to learn a lot using this book, and it's just going to be massive. Okay, you need this, and it's critical. I also have Turning Your Mess to a Message. This book contains how, no matter what you've been through in life, you can turn things around. No matter your background, it's not a reason for your back to be on the ground. I was born in Meduguri in the northern part of Nigeria. I learned how to spell the word TH in SS1, not from a rich home, poverty everywhere. And mom used to go borrow money to send me to school. But you can turn all these things around. This is also another book called Survival Instinct. How to become a successful leader, even if you are from a third world country. How not to allow your cultural background, okay, to affect your ability to build a global brand. Okay, then we have the Millionaire Freelancer. One of the ways to become a millionaire is the dimension side also. This is the book that will teach you on how to make money as a freelancer, as one of the side also you can be doing that will not affect your regular job. But it becomes a side also. It's called freelancer. How you can offer services on the internet and they pay you in US dollars to companies, individuals all over the world without affecting your regular job. Details in this book. And then the last book I'm showing you today is called How to Make Money from Social Media Marketing. Powerful book. A lot of young people need to get this book, and it's crazy and it's powerful and it's important. Okay, so these are powerful materials that I think is critical for you to get. And if you're able to get them, they will change your life forever. And please, please, you need to get them. Get them, get them, get them, get them. It's going to change your life forever. I want to thank all of you for watching today. I hope you've gotten value. Please keep sharing this video because there's so many people who need to get the information in what we taught you today. And their life will never remain the same by getting the information. My Facebook handle, my Twitter handle, and my LinkedIn handle is at Stephen Akintayo. On Facebook, okay, Stephen Akintayo TV, Facebook, YouTube, and on LinkedIn. While on Instagram and on Twitter, I am as Stephen Akintayo. My website is www.stephenakintayo.com. Akintayo.com. Okay, my email in case you want to learn more, info@stephenakintayo.com. If you want to send me an email. If you want to invite me to speak in your church, in your institution, just visit www.stephenakintayo.com/booking. www.stephenakintayo.com/booking. You're able to fill the form and my team will get back to you if that day you want me to speak is available. So, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you all for watching. Thank you so, so much. I'm really, really grateful. I say thank you. I hope you've learned something tangible. And I encourage you to don't stop. Don't stop at all. And keep sharing and keep getting the knowledge. And I encourage you, get the materials I've recommended for you. They'll go a long, long way and help you. God bless you. I remain Stephen Akintayo.